The second day of our 9 days Best of Uganda Wildlife Safari starts with an early morning game drive in Murchison Falls National Game Park in search of great wildlife.
Yeah, so at the moment we are going for a game drive in Murchison Falls National Park, a park that is located in the northwestern Uganda. Sometimes we say the West Nile, or it's on the Nile. It may last for about 4, 5 or 6 hours depending on what we shall be enjoying. Sometimes we may tend to stay more in the bush, to enjoy the animals. We shall be sharing more about the park, about Uganda as we drive on. Thank you so much.
Game drives in Murchison Falls National Game Park are the primary way to explore Uganda's largest conservation area, offering visitors sights of big 5 animals, among them including the lions, the leopards, the elephants, and the buffaloes. Most game viewing occurs in the northern sector, which is the north of the Victoria Nile, where vast savanna grasslands allow for excellent visibility of this incredible wildlife game. The best months of the year to go for a safari to Murchison Falls National Game Park is usually between the month of December to February and June to September. This is the period of the year when most animals gather near water sources and the grass is relatively short for great wildlife viewing. Our first sighting was an African buffalo, also referred to as a Cape buffalo. This is a powerful dark-colored grazer found in the savanna and forests. It's one of Africa's big 5 animals and one you can encounter while on a game drive in the beautiful Murchison Falls National Game Park. Our next sighting on this game drive was the Jackson's hartebeest, and this is one of the many antelopes that can be spotted on a game drive in Murchison Falls National Game Park. A Jackson hartebeest is a large antelope which ranges between 100 to 200 kgs and stands just over 1 meter at the shoulder. It can be recognized by its elongated forehead and curious-shaped horns that curve backwards and can exceed a length of 40 centimeters. The hartebeest is a sociable animal, and it typically forms herds of 30 to 200 individuals.
Pumba belongs to the pig family, and can produce more than 5 piglets.
Okay. Does he also eat them?
In most cases they eat. Sometimes they eat the first one, the first piglet, the one that comes first.
We also had an encounter with the Patas monkey. These are ground-dwelling primates found across the semi-arid savannas and open woodlands of mostly West and East Africa. Some of the most popular game drive tracks in Murchison Falls National Game Park include 1. Bwindi track. This is the most famous circuit that passes through the acacia forests and the borabas palms of the national park. The other famous tracks are the Albert and Victoria tracks, ones that offer sweeping views of the Nile Delta and prime for spotting elephants and giraffes. The other famous track in Murchison Falls National Game Park is the Queen's Track. This one is known for a very high concentration of Uganda cobs, which make an incredibly big restaurant for lions, therefore giving tourists the greatest opportunity to spot this member of the Big 5, either hunting, resting, or feeding on one of these cobs. Murchison Falls National Game Park is home to the world's largest population of endangered Rothschild giraffes, also known as the Nubian giraffes, with over 1,500 individuals. They are found in the northern savanna, with some herds on the southern bank primarily spotted during early morning or evening game drives. The Bwindi Track and Peninsula is the top track in Murchison Falls National Game Park to see large herds of up to 50 individuals of giraffes. These are Rothschild Nubian giraffes, recognized by their distinct dark orange-brown patches and white sock-like markings on their lower legs.
Huh?
The Rothschild giraffe, also known as the Ugandan giraffe, is one of the tallest and most endangered species of giraffes. Named after British zoologist Lord Walter Rothschild, it is uniquely identified by its distinctive coat and skeletal structure. The most recognizable feature on the giraffes is the lack of markings on the lower legs, making them look as if they are wearing plain white socks or stockings. While most giraffes have two horn-like oscons, Rothschild giraffes are the only subspecies born with 5. They have the 2 standard ones, a third in the center of the forehead, and 2 smaller ones behind each ear. On our game drive safari in Murchison Falls National Game Park, we also came in close contact with warthogs. This is a common and highly visible sight across the savanna in Murchison Falls National Game Park. These animals are widely distributed throughout the park and are very known for their distinctive appearance and social behavior. Warthogs are also commonly referred to as pumba. Now, this is a Swahili word that comes from the word pumbavu, which translates in English as something stupid. The reason as to why pumbas are referred to as stupid is because they are some of the most forgetful animals in the jungle. They easily forget why they are being chased by predators. Our early morning game drive ended with a taste of a locally grown pineapple that we bought from the villages of Luwero. Ugandan pineapples are internationally renowned for their intense natural sweetness, juiciness, and a complex flavor profile. Often described as some of the best in the world, they thrive due to Uganda's unique combination of fertile volcanic soils, consistent tropical sunshine, and traditional, often organic farming practices. Ugandan pineapples are more than just a fruit or food. They are a cultural and agritourism highlight for destination Uganda. Many travelers often describe tasting this pineapple as a revelation, with many claiming they are the world's most delicious and sweetest pineapples they have ever tasted on all the journeys they have been to across this world.
You also say ananas in Uganda? I think I heard this word, no? You say ananas?
When the sun is slightly high over the Albert Nile and the shadows of the Borabas palms are shortening, then you know it's the perfect time for a morning game drive in Muchison Falls National Game Park. From the first glimpse of antelopes to the massive herds of Rothschild giraffes, Muchison Falls National Game Park has truly shown off today as one of the best parks in Uganda for game drives. It is the true test of the Pearl of Africa. Therefore, pull up a chair, feel the breeze of the river, and take a bite, because you've just watched one of the best episodes of a game drive safari in Muchison Falls National Game Park. Subscribe and wait for day 3 of our 9 days best of Uganda Wildlife Safari with Catland Safaris.